Hello sports fans, this is Steven here for JustMyPicks.com, and I'm bringing you a special NFC Championship breakdown between the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. This is one of the biggest NFC Championship games we've seen in the last couple of years. The NFC West rivals meet for a third time in the NFC Championship game. It's going to be in Seattle. It's going to be very crazy. We've seen both these teams take two different paths getting to this point. You look at the Seahawks, they've had a phenomenal season. Getting home field advantage was a key for them getting to this point. They wanted to do that throughout the regular season. They've achieved that. Now they are hosting an NFC Championship game in their own backyard. You're looking at the 49ers, the hated rival of the Seahawks, looked on as the big brother in this rivalry, but they're coming to little brother's house to play in this football game. You look at both these teams, they're a mirror image of each other. You look at the defense. The defenses are the strong points for both these teams. They both rely on run games. The 49ers with Frank Gore depend on him to get the game going each and every game, and they do a pretty darn good job of that. We saw last week against Cam Newton. Frank Gore, when they needed a first down, really got the ball rolling on the ground. We saw that defense step up in a lot of key positions with a lot of turnovers, getting Cam Newton to force a couple of throws and really making the Panthers turn the ball over in key situations. We also saw them get that 4-down stop when they couldn't get, the Panthers could not score a touchdown on the goal line. Some of the big key factors of that football game. Now, you're looking at the Seahawks and saying, what are the keys for them to winning this football game? The key is to stay focused on offense. You can run the ball with Marshawn Lynch, but you have to continuously do it because you do not have the wide receivers that are going to be able to work the San Francisco 49ers defense. Because Percy Harvin is an injury concern with those concussions in that hip, he may not play in this football game. You never know what could happen, but in case he does not play, you have to look at the Seahawks, the next man up. Who will be the next guy to step up in his place and to take this team to the next level on offense? You look at a young, good quality quarterback like Russell Wilson, who is doing a very good job. Two of the best years of any quarterback coming into the league. You look at what he's been asked to do. He's been making plays on the ground with his legs and through the air. He's doing a phenomenal job, but you must say, Richard Sherman in this secondary, they are getting a lot of big plays out of there. You look at the safeties with Earl Thomas and Chancellor. You're looking at a unit that plays well together. They're playing at home, so you know that 12th man is going to be rocking. You know that they're going to have a 13th man, a 14th man, a 15th man with all that crowd noise because they can generate those earthquakes as we saw last week with their loud yelling, with their stomping of the feet. That stadium, it's a clear advantage. The 49ers need to take full advantage of hopping on top of the Seahawks and staying on top of them. When it comes down to it, it's going to be what separates these two teams and the offense does. Because you have a Michael Crabtree now, because you have Anquan Bolden, because you have a Vernon Davis, this game is going to be totally different. You cannot just double team Anquan Bolden as we saw them do in a lot of games before this. You cannot just key in on Frank Gore, the run game. Colin Kaepernick, as we saw, is going to use his legs. If no one's open downfield, he is not going to wait very long in order to get those legs going and get the first down to pick up the sticks to move the chains. I'm picking in an upset the San Francisco 49ers to win this football game. I feel like with Michael Crabtree, Anquan Bolden, Vernon Davis, Frank Gore, and a very healthy offensive line, they are on a mission. And just like Jim Harbaugh says, who's going to beat us? Nobody will. Because at the end of the day, I feel like Harbaugh is on a mission to get back to the Super Bowl. He hated losing to his brother in the Super Bowl last year. So they have unfinished business that they have to give done, and they also will put to rest this little rivalry between the Seahawks. Because Richard Sherman runs his mouth and he talks about how it doesn't matter who's coming to our house, whether it's the Panthers or it's the 49ers, we're going to beat them both. So right there, you're already writing a check that you have to cash. So I just hope he has his pen ready for that checkbook, because if not, you pissed off a whole lot of San Francisco 49ers on that offense and defense. I'm picking once again the San Francisco 49ers to win in an upset between two great teams in an NFC West rivalry. Check me out at JustMyPicks.com. You can also follow me on Twitter. You can also check me out on YouTube, YouTube.com/JustMyPicksTV. Also remember, leave all of your comments for this video under the comment section right here. Don't forget to subscribe. Check us out for each and every week for the new coverage we have leading all the way up to the Super Bowl prediction picks. Thank you very much and have a great week. Share our video in your sports group. Thank you.